Right now, I am going to go over the AIP diet, the foods that you can have, what you can't have. I've personally done the diet for my symptoms or my disease, which is psoriasis. So AIP stands for Autoimmune Protocol. It's an elimination diet designed to cut out all of these foods that cause inflammation. Then you start reintroducing foods slowly over time. It's not designed to do for a long time. You eliminate these foods, then you're supposed to reintroduce them over time. I did the AIP diet in conjunction with Tom O'Brien's The Autoimmune Fix, followed his protocol. I am now gluten and dairy free. I've been that way for a couple of years now, and I've seen a significant reduction in my psoriasis, scaling, and spots. So again, my name is Drew. I've had psoriasis for 20 years, and I've been on this journey that I've been sharing with you here on fixing and curing my symptoms, and I'm sharing everything with you along the way. But now let's jump into the AIP diet, what you can have, what you can't have, and I'll do my best to list everything in the description of this video. Now, the short list, or to answer your question of what you can have, it's not a lot. But here, let's go over what you can have and what you shouldn't eat, according to the AIP diet. Now remember, it's an elimination diet. It's not meant to be long-term. A couple months, you start reintroducing foods here. So first of all, what can you not, or what can't you eat? So any grains, no legumes, no nightshades. I'll get into that, what those are. No eggs, no dairy, no nuts or seeds, no alcohol or coffee or any processed oils or refined sugars. Now you can have some oils and some sweeteners that are natural. Now the grains here, let's go over more about the grains. So that is rice, wheat, oats, barley, rye, buckwheat, amaranth, corn, farro, quinoa, sorghum, spelt, and there are others as well. Suffice it to say, you're not going to eat any grains. Legumes, that's black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, green beans, soybeans, peas, peanuts, lentils, any type of bean or legumes there. Nightshades, so these are a type of vegetable. They fall under this category. They are thought to create inflammation. So you're eliminating these. So that's potatoes, bell peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, and others. Dairy, no dairy products, no cheese, no milk, no eggs, no whey, no milk or dairy derivative of any kind. Processed oils you can't have, so no canola oil, corn, cottonseed, palm oil, soybean, safflower, and other processed oils. No refined sugar, so no cane sugar, corn sugar, rice, malt, candy, no sugar of any kind, and this includes those artificial sweeteners as well. So stevia, none of that stuff. Now let's talk about the foods that you can eat. So there are some things that you can have. It's very limited, but you're going to be looking at meats. Now these are unprocessed meats, so you can't have sausage or hot dogs, things like that. Vegetables, fruit, oils, there are some that you can have. Natural sweeteners, I'll jump into fermented foods that you can have, and then green and black tea. So let's talk a little bit first here about the vegetables. Now you can have most vegetables, again, except for those nightshades. So lots of those, think green, leafy vegetables. Spinach, kale, broccoli, carrots, onions, beets, sweet potatoes, bok choy. There's lots of vegetables out there that you can have. Meats, you can have beef, steak, pork, chicken, fish. Really, any meat you're looking for grass-fed, organic, natural in its original form, so you don't want anything processed like those breakfast sausages or, like I said, hot dogs, Polish sausages, beef jerky. You can't have that stuff. Oils, there's a few oils that you can have. Olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. It is recommended to have those in limited quantities, so don't go crazy. Vinegar, you can have balsamic vinegar, apple, or red wine vinegar. They have to be just the raw vinegar. They can't have any sugar added. Then you can have a couple natural sweeteners. You can have maple syrup and honey. Again, these are recommended in limited servings. You can have fermented foods like kombucha, sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi, other fermented vegetables or fruits, I guess in a sense, but you don't want any alcohol. So keep that in mind that kombucha does have some alcohol, but it's typically lower than really any type of registered amount. So, kombucha is okay, but don't go overboard there with it. The nice thing or the thought behind fermented foods is that you get a probiotic. So I didn't do a lot of fermented foods, but I did take a daily probiotic here, Pro 15. I did a lot of research on probiotics, and this is the best one that I found that's shelf stable, so it can be outside, doesn't have to be refrigerated, and then I can just order it online. So that was the best one for me. Ease of access, right? So that's why I liked that one. Then of course you can have all the fruits you want: bananas, apples, oranges, grapes, kiwis, strawberries, blueberries, mangoes, watermelon, much more. Of course, all the fruits that you could imagine, just go crazy on the fruits there. And that's it. So those are, really it when it comes to it. Of course, you can look up more fruits and things like that and more vegetables and expand your list a little bit. But remember, this diet is not long term. It's only designed to be on for a month, maybe 2 months. Then you start reintroducing foods and see if you have a reaction to them. I really enjoyed this diet. I did see some results with it, and I used it in conjunction with that book that I mentioned earlier, Tom O'Brien's The Autoimmune Fix. And that's what got me to the point I am now, totally gluten and dairy free. And I've seen some great results with it, though I've got a little ways to go. I will be trying the AIP diet again. However, right now I am on the MIF diet. That is the modified intermittent fasting diet. So for the next 12 weeks, I am going to be fasting 2 non-consecutive days out of the week, only consuming 500 calories. There was a recent study published that did have some promising results by participants. So I'm going to follow that and see if I can benefit from that at all. And I am sharing it all here on this channel and in a way that others can view it and see if it's worked for me. So thank you again for joining me along on this journey. My name is Drew. I'll see you in the next one.